PC games like this, like bigger ones. This was fun in Gears. Yeah, that's the problem is I'm looking at a 60 hertz monitor, 1080p, and then I look over here and it's a 1440, 144 hertz. And then I'm trying to compare these video feed, which is 1080, with, I mean, of course, bitrate problems and 60 FPS, and it's like, you get used to so many different versions of what you're seeing. I don't even know if it's something's just fucking not. When it looks like it's like 20, 30 FPS, there's a fucking problem because I'm streaming at 60, and that happens sometimes. Usually I can tell from the OB preview. Although it does get kind of just, it's not like the smoothest movement. Like your gun moves smoothly, it looks like. When you look out over here, it's kind of weird. There's a way just to see my FPS. What I really need to do is just switch it to 1080. I think I told myself last time I streamed a game like this, we're not doing 1440p anymore in streaming because it just fucking shit's just not optimized for it and it just causes issues. It works fine from a gameplay perspective, but with streaming I think it's weird. So I guess I like 59 FPS there. Which wouldn't matter if you guys lost 1 FPS, but I think it's usually a sign of something greater, so we'll see. Anywho, I'm gonna go grab something out of the fridge too. We're just taking breaks. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on super much longer tonight. Not super feeling the game right now. Not because I think it's like shit. I'm just, yeah, I've been out all day and tired, so I might just roast. But I will be right back. We might do a little more. You been watching any Summit Cactus? kind of want to watch Summit. Is it Summit still going right now? Maybe I'll watch some VODs or something. Watching all day? Yeah, I kind of wanted to watch it, but I was out doing shit. And then I was like, well, this is coming out at this time. I need to watch it. Or play it. It's rare I play something right when it comes out. Not that I've... pulling in some crazy views or something. But, yeah. Was it pretty good? Was there anything worth watching in the highlights? I watched Squad Strike for a bit. That was about it. I had to be gone for most of the time, so. Catching the Mafia, I guess, would have been cool. Nothing special? Okay. I mean, yeah, usually I just like the general dialogue anyway, or the general commentary and shit anyways. I'm sure I'd still enjoy rewatching. I kind of want to watch a VOD or a speedrun though. I should watch like an anime or movie. I really need to set up a few horror movies for everybody to watch. Oop. What the fuck? Are they fucking working together here, man? I did just like teleport behind my ass, man. That was weird. Go shooting one guy and I get the whole fucking party, man. Well. Primal brains, primal fucking hides, primal whatever the fucks. I really want to find some weapons that I can do some kind of really powerful semi-auto or some kind of single shot muzzled weapon. I want to be the sneaky boy killer. That's what I always like. Cause I mean, you still get the I have to aim and shoot the guy, so you still get that FPS feel, but you also have to, you know, you can use a little bit of brain power here and there, which is fun. Extra layer to the shooting. Because when you end up having to just shoot everybody anyways, if the game stalls bad, then you kill one guy, then everybody just assaults you. Killed a human up here, I thought. I killed him. What about the other human? Just the one or two? But yeah, it's kind of just Fallout in space. I think you're supposed to be able to travel different planets and stuff as moving forward. I mean, it's made by the people who did New Vegas and stuff like that. So. Hideout. I guess we'll sleep 6 hours. Get my health back. I don't know how much shooting and all that there is in it. Seems like with the amount of ammo they fucking give me, it's a lot, but then again, I might just be extremely hardcore about looting lots of stuff. And this is a map right now. It's not huge, it's just kind of, might be more dense, we'll see. I'd prefer it to be more a collection of dense maps. If they can't pull off a solid, you know, big one. That feels like a cool journey or cool sights or something. The pooches. Oh. I had a lot of shit on him. Something a little more meaty than the revolver for sneak attacks. The strongest single shot I got, but it doesn't do a lot over time or nothing. Just gotta switch off usually. Relatively quickly.
Beginning required for adjacent unit.
A little more action. It's good. Need a little more action, man. Not that I hate talking to random people, but kinds of conversations we're having with the people is not too entertaining. Elite Trooper armor. Armed security fences, recent logs. Drinking that ginger ale makes me think of booze. Oh no. Do we get anything crazy here? -5 to stealth skills. Yeah, we don't want that. Medium +7 to hack. Alrighty then. Wonder if it's ever cheaper to have somebody repair my shit, or if it's always better for me to just repair my own. Beasts all over the shop. Bolter pistol. Oh, do these shoot like a... Nope. Don't want that. Sadly. I mean, I'll sell it, but... $52 to $118. That's more per shot than I'm getting. What's this? Plasma rifle. Oh, why does it say that? The DPS is so low. Burn. Hmm. Oh, you charge it up. We'll break down the low value stuff. Want to hold on to the good stuff though and sell it. And we need the cash, man. Hold on, one of each of those just in case. So many of these. Don't use companions. Oops. Guess we're getting rid of that one too. Doesn't matter. I just want healing ones. Rest is safe to junk. Hold Z, sell all junk. That's nice. Well, we're still filling up pretty good here. Is there like that one thing that's slowly filling us up somewhere? 3.5. Probably the mods. They're all 0.5. Looks like these don't get in the way. Well, we'll add 50 onto the top anyways, and that should be pretty easy to mess with. I don't really want to just like get rid of mods because they've filled too much fucking inventory or some dumb fucking reason. Corporate Commander. Commandos. Deliver his message just got fucked. What? Well, that's not what I'm here for. I sleep? Alright, man. Sweet dreams. Reloot. Oh, they gave you a fucking quest to go here as a side quest. Then it can trigger the main one to get fucked. We'll be coming back. Come back in a bit. Are any of those dudes nearby? I think we got one nearby. Very close by as well. Doc Maybell. Why does this game make it feel like I shouldn't be able to climb anything, dude? Like, shit that looks super climbable. No go. Okay. Blade on stick. This must be unique then. Doesn't seem very good. I mean, it sells slightly higher. So sharp it cuts letters off its own name. Oh, it still needs to be repaired a lot. Still, I don't think it's super great. Hunting rifle. Now we're talking, Jimmy. Get rid of the fucking melee weapon. I'm not gonna use it. Well, we could put mods on shit like right now, but go to town. You can fast travel too. Guess I haven't had like a shitload of reasons to. Now we're talking. 2-hour energy brew. Hilarious. Alright. Introduce ourselves to these story people. Jesus. There's so many fucking traps over here.
Oh, hey there, friend. Wow, a new face. Oh, we're getting popular. I'm Thomas. Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Dude destroyed all the
Fact
mines.
is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3.
I've
If I
got
had my
one.
hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs. There's one in the old community center. Should find one back in town, too. Parvati's dad had a copy. He used to take it with him when he worked at the cannery before he passed. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
Thomas seems like a good boy here.
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since. What's on your mind?
Just fucking turns around. Later, bro. I don't think we need to up the magazine size on my fucking sniper, dude. Could install something on here though. Why not? I gotta just sell it before that, man. Some of these are just better to sell, man. In general. Mr. Ouch. Could sell all melee. All melee mods though. I mean, they do eat my inventory up. I don't plan on using them. Keep leveling that lockpicking. We'll do lockpicking, charisma, and just long guns, man. 4-4-2 split. Maybe a little more than that. Nobody's ever in their house, man. Works for me because I steal everything I fucking see. Well, Mom, I went home and all of my things were gone. Well, that fine new gentleman in town said he'd help me out.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Not too hungry, madam. Buying lockpicks from the vendor would probably be smart. Need to find one though. Somebody in here? Good.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Whoa, restricted stock. 15% extra fire rate for only $4,000. Nice. Don't care about melee weapons. Not interested in them. It adds too much fucking weight here. Get a couple of them. Some of these are pretty good though.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
That's what the fuck. Why does everybody in every fucking game say that? Keep your wits about you, friend. Are we all from the olden fucking days, man? Some fucking fantasy game? Keep your feet on the ground. Keep your wits about you, lassie. Zoe Bandit Queen. Hmm. Wonder if she died. The Bandit Queen. You just walk into places and stare him down? They look like fucking Agent 47. Man. What are we cooking in here, man? Hacking. We're gonna call him the Flock, man. It always sounds like such a religious cult type of fucking way of putting it. A little too happy lovey-dovey here, but okay. Still better than corporate mode, I guess. We'll see when we actually talk to him. Okay.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear.
You
But the
did
short
put
of
a
it is
terrible fucking place to do
sometimes
it.
one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Shampoo Ma, dude. Her hair looks like it's a fucking ring of barbed wire, man. How does like a bunch of Japanese games always have better hair, man? Nobody gets it perfect, but Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, this thing is a nest. And I get it. They're probably not in the best conditions, but I mean, they're not in the ghetto, dude. It's still like some sci-fi shit. Yeah, or something that just, yeah, gives them some actual hair.
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Blizzard, come play WoW. Blizzard, another email. Come play fucking Call of Duty. Holy fuck.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
Oh man, big
The sort of
choices,
thing a
boys.
hero would do.
Here to you, maybe.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Jeez. Is there anybody likable in this shit? I mean, this is definitely a better setup overall. And it's obviously like more probably what they're fucking after you to pick. But fucking holy guacamole, man. Talk about just having a choice for the sake of it, man. We barely met these people. We pretty much just get the surface level view of it all. These people are free from the corporation, man. They're living off the land, love, and all that. I don't know if they're writing the sickly sweet love message a little just too hard on purpose. Like it's supposed to be like they're too love and peace, or if they just wrote it so poorly that it just comes across like that, even though they're trying to make it just seem like the right call. Why would you even go for the other guy unless you just wanted to just do it for shits and giggles? It doesn't seem like a choice of morally okay options or something. It just seems like a... You can be the evil guy for fun, or you can be the decent guy. I mean, either way, you're doing some bad shit, technically. I mean, aren't you either way just an evil person doing this shit? You're like fucking over some whole town's lives just for your ship.
I told Thomas to holler if he saw anyone sneaking in around the back. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions?
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
And those ultimately gotta fuck people? Yeah, I'd be surprised if they're both somewhat evil and selfish. Maybe everybody... It'd be so funny if everybody just renounces the evil corp, man. Yeah, fucking fuck the corporation, yeah. won't do that until I've turned everything else in.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent.
She's going to be the
Can't
bandit
imagine where
queen.
she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Your options: be an asshole or just ask questions. I mean, that's fine. Gives you that option if you want it. As long as it feels like I've got dialogue options for more complicated kinds of things, that's fine. Just, I'm evil, I'm good is sometimes whatever. Sometimes you want to like downplay a bunch of things so you can kind of play both sides and ride the line and shit and think about things for longer and stuff. I don't know, I don't really know what to say about the dialogue options so far. Alright.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No
Some of these I
telling why
can't
Marauders
tell
would
if they're
steal
like
somebody like
mean
Zoe.
things to
No
say,
useful skill as far as I
like
can
a
tell.
joke, or just serious. Like, Marauders took her away, you know.
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. What is it?
Yeah, I'll be curious what they do about it. I mean, the other option seems so obviously, like, evil. I mean, the dude says he wants to make amends and shit. But yeah, we don't really know him. His track record would make me think that there's no way in hell.
Something I can help you with?
But here, I mean, visually they make this seem really all, you know, nice and shit. The people talk somewhat more normal. They're a little preachy and almost too much hippie mode, but I mean, I don't know. They're not really making a good argument for either side unless you just want to side with one just for fun. It doesn't feel particularly, like a tough call other than you have to fucking completely get rid of somebody's power, which is a tough call, but we don't have a choice. I have to fuck over somebody for a selfish reason, so at the end of the day, you just pick the people who seem like the good guys or the bad guys. Yeah, I can't tell, that's the biggest thing, is I can't tell if they're like overly love peace hippie mode. It's mainly just her, the granny. And I can't tell if she's just supposed to be older and wise and lovey-dovey and shit. And kind of like almost cult-like, or if it's like on purpose. Or if they just wrote them as very comically, accidentally comically, like yin-yang with the other guys, man. Like no subtlety to it. Like we get it, man. The people are living off the land. They're more natural and shit. Like we don't need to have the whole love and peace spiel. Because I mean, the corporate thing's pretty heavy-handed already. So I wouldn't be surprised in the other direction if it's just as heavy-handed. I feel like it's probably all unironic.
You mean Zoe?
We'll
yeah,
see.
we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Looking for it, dude.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can.
Okay. We've already been to her house. I mean, she just wants to be some kind of bandit queen. We'll grab this. What is marked right now? Look at the end of the cannery. Like, I still don't get that. Like, the company slogan is that their shit sucks. What kind of fucking, like, messages is that supposed to be, like, from the authors? Is that supposed to be, like, it's just so crazy and different? Aren't we in a crazy place? You know, is that as deep as it gets, man? Man, this company's known for their shitty product and all that, like... I don't quite get the idea. They haven't explained how that is on the user end of things. Like, why would a company that's literally brags about being dog shit be successful? I assume it's just some cheapness. I haven't said, really. They haven't explained it. I just assume it's cheap. It's comic little jingles for some reason to try to do that. Explain it. Or, I don't know how to put it. Not explain it in lore, but make a joke about it. I'm rambling here. I'll even hack into it. I do wonder if the partners have anything to say or if they literally just exist. I don't plan on using any. I've already started picking skills that have to do with being alone, but still. Body counts at a discount. Yeah, it must just be that spacer shit's just cheap. That must be it. And then for some reason the company brags about how bad their shit is as a means to indirectly say their shit's cheap. Might have tried a little too hard on the joke on that one. It kind of just makes it seem completely fucking unreal, but alright. We'll just not think about it too much. Feel the kick me sign. wonder what this green... Oh, vending machine. Wonder when you travel if you can come back or if it's a one-way thing. Where's this dude, man?
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
It gives you a lot.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
He has no idea where the last one would be. Turn on this one too. We got like different towns. I could probably check out a lot of these. See what the hell's all up. I figure they'll take me there through a lot of quests. You can give it to us though, man. Either way, you're fucking somebody over.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Okay. So I'm guessing is what happens is once you hit 50, instead of being able to pop in 1 point for 3, you just use 1 point on 1 and you have to start picking what you want. So wouldn't it just be better in the long run to focus down all the ones that have 3, like at first? Unless you just really don't need something. Like you would just hold off, right? I mean, if you want to go like optimal, I mean you're getting more bang for your buck. We'll see how it is, but you just get more bang for your buck, I assume. Leveling up, like doing like a well-rounded build, and then specializing. Like yeah, I would never use melee, so I could just turn that off. Dodge distance, melee, like you could probably get rid of defense. I don't need to worry about that. Don't care about leadership, I'm not using companions. But like before I would start picking like any specialized and shit, I would like max out tech. It's not great, but I mean it's 1 fucking point for fucking 3 skills. Then once they're all up, I'd start fucking around in the 50s, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe that's not how it works. Wait, don't they still have power though? He says divert the geothermal plant's output to the botanical lab to private Edgewater power. Why don't they just let me like take the power thing and just leave everything the same? Because I thought they have power without it. Because they have a power thing at the cannery. Right? If they have a power thing at the cannery, then I assume the other one's just extra. Because he said we could just have it anyways. I don't fully understand how that works. We'll see. There's one in the cannery and the botanical lab elsewhere in the region, but neither can be removed unless power is routed away from them. Oh. So you route the power away from the cannery, then you go grab it, I see. No, it makes sense. We'll do this one and then maybe be done for the day. Primal nest discovered. Okay. Okay. Coming now, ma'am. Hopefully I get all that ammo back, man. Not that I'm too worried about ammo. Seem to be getting enough all around. Maybe a bullet wound, man, would help a little bit there. I can kill a lot of these motherfuckers. Glad we got this sniper, man. It's pretty fun shit. Don't know if it'll ever be just a full sneaky man weapon. I can get one that I can put a muzzle on. Have to up our damage over time and shit though too. Unreliable. Heavy weapons. It uses light ammo. I assume this counts as a long gun, yeah. For now, it doesn't make a difference what I use, but in the future, just gonna be long guns I'll focus in on. Don't worry about it then. Tactical shotgun. It's gonna be a lot of shotguns and snipers. Haven't had much shotgun action yet. Oh, it's a fucking minigun, dude. Guess that'll do it, man. Oops. I'm over encumbered. Probably need to get that extra pack weight soon. What's over encumbering me? Can't just be these. No, they're not really helping. Probably just sell them. Oh yeah, these hides. Yeah, it's 12. That was one of the bosses again. An extra 50 would probably be good. I'm sure there was more than this. Hopefully there's like a vendor here. Like a dog walking around. The plasma cutter. That was okay. Yeah. 80 is just not enough. We'll try to get that extra 50. I mean, you don't level up like strength. You start with a different amount of strength. So I don't know. I'd ever get more pack space to begin with, but after the beginning there, I mean, maybe there's another one. See, I would do this. Consumable weight. Companions. See, I'm not using companions either. Bonus to dialogue. Vendor buying price would be better than vendor purchasing almost. Movement and action speed. How would I need more movement speed during TTD? Action. Canyon abilities. 25% back per kill. What the hell? That'd be so good. When you get that, 20% headshot damage. Buying prices, dialogue skills. Penalty when aiming. Penalty when moving is not like a huge deal. It's not like Doom where I actually will get a move a lot and do shit. Movement speed during TTD. Maybe if I was melee. I don't know what they mean by actions. Action speed. Like I'll shoot quicker, but shooting still takes up a certain amount of use. Or carrying. Yeah. Oh, 20% more damage if you have a combat effect on you. This one would be good, the sneaky one. It's really deep in though. More armor rating and skill bonus. That'd be really good. Got your next attack after killing an enemy is a critical hit. What the fuck? You steal one shot crit build. You just fucking crit every shot. I mean, that one, I'd have to get that. How long does this last though? We can have a perfectly steady weapon, no movement penalty. Exploding heads. Corpse explosion, man. Yeah. That'd be okay, but I'm already gonna do a lot of damage. Probably get more in the other slot, man. Anyway, yeah, we'll have to get the 50 capacity. Not many ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Wow! You put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the masked marketeer. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
I don't
Oh,
like
you mean
this
around these
character.
guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I've got all the time in Halcyon. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me.
What a
I've got
crappy.
that to look forward to.
I assume she's supposed to be shitty. Really horrible human being.
Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Blah.
Stand and deliver!
Once more for good measure, man. Alright. Well, we loot. Needs to work on her skills, man. The mines. Jesus. Thought I made it a ways from that. God, I hope she can never be a partner, man. Imagine having to hear that all the time. That's why I don't want any partners, man. Sneaky boy, partners, they just don't mix. And they're probably just annoying as hell. I mean, it'd be interesting if they had actual dialogue that got added into most conversations, but I doubt they're gonna write all that extra dialogue for that many partners that you don't even have to bring. What if it's just like one partner you could ever bring and it's always the same guy? Well, it's a good thing we went and talked to her friend. Smoke up. Hope you don't die on the way back. Okay. Let's turn it in then sell.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
You're damn right. You can give me that. Or not. I'll take that though. I need to get one more of these from a fellow way out there.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Damn, Zoe's a piece of shit. So expensive. Whoop, what did I just buy? Oh, I got a 29% discount. What did I get? I think it was this worker's outfit. I assume. Fiverr. End of sight. Heavy weapon. It's pretty good. But I'll just stick to the damn sniper, dude. Will he pay me like extra? Doesn't look like he gives me that much more. A little bit off the normal price. Junk sells for a lot. Shit, not my enemy. All these fucking things, man. The range at which interactable objects are highlighted. Not really something I care about. I think I'd rather just sell these, man. Why is this one worth more? Does the same shit.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Run our ass down there and then finish up. Fuck. Another boa. What is this? It's madness. The summit. Such an alien world. There's a volcano. Oh. They don't really want you to jump on as much as you think. Okay, this looks totally jumpable, but there's an assload of invisible walls. And for what reason? Like, they make it so that everything is super slippery. Like, I'm just sliding between the rock right now. They'd rather have that than for me to actually be able to climb up shit. Are they too afraid of the old Bethesda games, man? That's only fuck. You get caught, like, on an incline somehow between those kinds of rocks, they just slide, man. There just must be some way they handle the sliding in general. I'm gonna put jumping in the game. Let jumping be a thing, man. The hooligan. Not enough zoom. At least with the sniper using heavy ammo, I don't have to worry about it running out anytime soon. Machine gun using it, I could run out. See, I barely moved and I just slid off of like a really weird rock. What's actually gonna make you slide and what isn't is like really fucking bad, man. Like, you gotta be super careful. Like right here, dude. Like, really? Like that. Don't grab onto that, you just keep sliding, dude. There you go, dude. Because I'm sliding for a long period of time, it acts like I'm falling for a long period of time. That's the worst shit, dude. It's so bad. Like, I fell like 2 feet, but I'm technically falling for like 10 hours because the sliding's at like a fucking snail's pace, dude. Oh my god, I just walked over the edge and I got fucked. Dude, what is this sliding, man? How do you pass? This is fucking horrible. That's probably guaranteed death. Yeah, just keep sliding. Oh, man. Why have it be like this? For what purpose would you put a world with so much elevation and then just make it just dog shit to play like that? What do they gain, man? They're worried about people getting out of their fucking map, then fucking just do what everybody else does and make fucking massive invisible walls, dude. I think it's just poor mechanics and shit. Literally better just jumping. Sliding means I'm in the air for longer. Didn't have the sneak attack that time. Oof, them. They're not doing themselves any favors on that. The gameplay, man. Especially that kind of shit. Get up there and loot her body. I'm pretty gonna actually climb ladders in this. Insane. Don't know what this is to the southeast. We could run over there for fun. Teleports behind you, shit, man. Don't really expect that kind of stuff, because they try it sometimes and it doesn't work. Graphical scanner. You bet, might as well get that heal, man. Be great. For nothing of value. Killed in his sleep. Merciful monsters. Merciful beasts. Why does this one sell for more? It's the same exact pistol. The fucking mystery, dude. I still don't know what the difference between light and medium armor is in the game. I mean, if you pick heavy, you get minus the sneak skills, but what about the rest? I just don't know. We just don't know. Well, we can check out more random places tomorrow. Turn this in and be done here. I'm getting a little more enjoyment when we're just out there busting, doing some side quests and some action and shit. Come back tomorrow, we'll try to get whatever side places and side quests we can get still done, and then
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real
we'll
name,
do the main
Gil,
story thing and then see what's
duly
afterwards.
processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. He was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. here we are. Birdie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus. You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Junior deputy constable's back.
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people. Ever since the company first settled the Veil. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime. What's on your mind?
Apparently nothing. Oh, thanks, Doc. Damn, we're about to level
I
up.
wonder what I'm doing with myself.
We should keep our voice.
Keep your voices down. You'll be killed. At least there are maps in this. So we can go check shit out.
Heard something outside the wall.
In case we've never been there before. Like, is this just the cannery? What is this? I need to use the map more.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes it is. But it's my job, and I take it very seriously.
What are you supposed to
I
believe
must
in
double my
here?
efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. Hardly surprising. Certainly, I never expected the peace between them to last. Of course, that would leave Ms. McDevitt's group fully at the mercy of marauders. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I'm not smart enough. Can't up your intelligence, though. Just from the get-go.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
What's up, Lassie?
No doubt. Order is the nature of our universe. Some lead, others
Thank you,
must
brother.
follow. You might as well
I'm
complain
pretty
about
tired.
the
I'm getting
gravity
off
being
soon,
too
but
high.
good to see you, man.
If
Congratulations
you don't
again,
mind
man.
a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
How's the
I
game? It's
happen
been
to
alright,
know
man.
such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library
It's been
in
alright.
Emerald Vale.
I'm getting into it a little more
However,
now, but
the collector's
can't say it's
residence
really
lies
been grabbing me
outside the
before
town's
that.
walls. My retrieval efforts have
Playing
been
it
thwarted
for,
by marauders who have
I don't
overrun the
know,
property.
5, 6, 7
Should
hours
you
today.
fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Yeah, it's been alright so far. I mean, if you like Fallout, then you're gonna like this. If you think Fallout needs to evolve a bit, then you're not gonna like this. It's mainly quality of life kinds of things. Some different design decisions here and there. Of course, a different setting, but very much Fallout. Not a pure clone, but it's definitely what they're shooting for. Yeah, they don't really try to make, other than some quality of life stuff here and some not really big rippling changes there, you know, changes to the formula. It looks like it'll be a collection of maybe more dense open world stuff, which would be cool, instead of just like a really big one. We'll see. I haven't gotten to that point. Yeah, it's been alright so far. We'll see again later. I'm not too big in story. I think the setting is in good hands. The concept's fine. But it feels like to really make the concept of what they're doing super interesting, you gotta have a lot of subtlety in the writing and probably a lot more thoughtful stuff than just kind of surface level jokes and shit. It's hard to explain. You know what the basic premise of like the world sort of is? The setting, other than it's in space.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
No mod support. Yeah. The game runs a lot better than your average Bethesda shit. So in terms of needing mods to fix shit, I guess it's not as necessary. My biggest problem from a technical perspective has been the weird way they handle sliding and jumping and shit. It does not want you to scale things. It lets you sometimes, but it's very bad. You'll die a lot from just sliding 10 feet, but you'll slide for like an hour because the sliding's fucked, and then you'll just die because it thinks you slid like 2 miles. Yeah, that'd be nice. Putting in some better character customization options would be good. Probably the ugliest character customization I've ever seen. It's absolute. There's like not. I mean, you just look like fuck no matter what you do. The characters in game look fine for the most part. So maybe it's just the customization. I'm not sure. Or maybe the dudes just look a little better. I was customizing a chick. So yeah, I mean, mods for that kind of thing would be good. Hopefully they do put in support. Do you think if they're trying to capture the, excuse me, the Fallout Spark kind of thing, they would go for the mods too, because that's a pretty big deal.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what it is. There's not many reasons not to do it.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
What the fuck is this?
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Just translate it, what the hell?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophy.
I'm glad it has a full dialogue system, not just one word choices that end up having nothing to do with what you have to say. Whether or not in the long run we'll really think all these choices are really good, we'll see. Not been much impact so far, or any big moments I've had to make choices in. But it's been fine enough.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher.
We haven't heard any of the local tunes yet.
But instead,
I don't know if they'll have any. Maybe no tunes in corporate land.
And politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Now, I don't know if there's some kind of like continuous side quests. Alright, man, later. Yeah, I'll be getting off right now, anyways. I don't know if there's like continuous side quests, maybe, if you take these people into the ship whenever you can. I'm doing no partners. That's how my skill build is. I hope, you know, there's more to it. I hope there's not more to it, like you can just partner up with them and that's it. And then they just follow you around. I mean, if they further their character arcs, which would be cool, it's like, I'd want to know that. Game's not terribly clear about it.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Verity.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Yeah. Same. And my wallet. The sound of city, like people talking and shit. And you come out and that's gone. Not even bother. I wonder if it's even possible to bring them together. Revering. People like
Listen,
them.
Clancy, if you get busted again and... Hey, ma'am. Need something fixed?
No. No, I don't think so. Good enough for now. Already got an extendo sight in it. Some of this is way too good a shit. So I can interact with items from farther away. Now who? What if she's got that other book in her house? She's an engineer and all that. I think she might. Which is the only other Rick and Morty stuff. We haven't seen old Rick or whatever, Morty or whoever that fucker was, and since you saw him. I'm about to get off. Yeah, I mean it still has, you know, the same kind of iffy humor there in the here and there for sure. Sometimes the jokes fall so flat I can't even tell if it's humor.
Arrested again in a week. Mr. Reed will make that face.
Maybe it's supposed to be just light. Light something. Light dialogue.
If people look
I don't even want to say it's a lip curler kind of thing, you know, just like a... Maybe the imaginary version of you in your own mind slightly turned up his fucking... his lips or something like that. That level of funny. What the? Like almost it's non-existent. That's about as Rick and Morty's we've gotten. They definitely try. It's not like Borderlands tier where it's like they're obviously trying a lot and it's horrible. It's that they're trying and it's just kind of like you almost don't notice. But that'd be preferable over fucking straight Rick and Morty psycho professor. No, we haven't seen him again. We've just been exploring around, trying to figure out if the game's being like ironic with some of its shit. Cool. Or if it's got kind of trying to be serious with the story. I can't tell exactly how they plan their factions to be perceived. If I just doubles, tap, jump, standing still, I just go backwards.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, have to take your finger off the shift button. That's the problem. For some reason you can't do the midair dive. You're holding sprint. But you can continue a sprint out of a jump, so it's kind of weird you'd have them take their finger off.
Heard something outside the walls today.
I thought you'd ever use this fucking dash, man.
You ought to know that.
Anyways, yeah, I'm getting off for night. I can barely hold fucking sentence together. We'll do some more tomorrow, probably. We'll make the first big choice here.